What's going on, everybody? So if you have been practicing witchcraft for a while, you probably already have one of these. If you are just starting out, you might want to think about putting one together. We're talking about a book of shadows, okay? It is your personal journal and your personal grimoire of everything that you've done witchcraft-wise, and every witch should have one, okay? So today, we're going to go ahead and put one of those together on camera, and yeah, I'm Cloud with Moon Willow Magic, and let's get after it. Alright guys, so say hello to Cuddles. Hello, Miss Cuddles. Hello. Hello. Yes, the Shih Tzu. Yes. Okay, here you go, baby. Here you go, baby. Alright, so this video is actually a request from somebody that came to my workshop that I taught at South Jersey Pagan Pride back in October. Okay, and I had an excellent time speaking with her, and she shot me a text message saying, hey, I think it would be awesome if you did this for your channel. So this is for you, Amy. All right. We are going to begin with just getting the basics together. Okay, so we got everything together that we're going to use just for this specific Book of Shadows, okay? Now, I already have one that I've had for years. I've used mine in a big binder, right? And it's just... It started out when I first started taking classes. I just threw like a 5-subject notebook in there and kind of went with it. But yeah, now it's like got like all sorts of folders and a bunch of shit in there. So yeah, then we're not going through this because this is mine and my personal stuff. We're not going through that. But this is something for you to put together for your own personal stuff, okay? So we're going to start out here with just a simple binder, right? Now, I like to use binders. A lot of people use like a journal, or they'll get like a really nice leather-bound journal. I like the binder idea because I actually put a couple journals together with my Book of Shadows, so it's kind of all in one place. So you have your binder, a 3-ring binder, nothing special. I like to make sure to get one with like folder pockets in the middle, and one with like, you know, some of this film here where you can like put like a cover sheet in there or whatnot, so that way you can put something in the front of it to say, hey, this is my Book of Shadows, or you can just write something on there, or whatever it is that you want to do, because when it comes down to it, this is going to be your book. You set it up the way you want to. I'm just kind of giving you a guide, all right? I also got 2 reams of paper, 150 sheets, right? And then I got 2 pocket folders. Now, these 2 pocket folders are not only going to serve as dividers, but they're also going to serve as more space for you to put things. Say you jot an idea down and you don't have your Book of Shadows with you, you can take that idea that you jotted down and you can put it in this folder to keep it. All right? So, okay. Now, whenever somebody starts classes with my coven, I always make them a binder, and it's actually 5 parts. The first part is usually for like history and for like your classwork. The second part is for all your like correspondences and, you know, your herb logs and charts and stuff like that. The third part will be for your spells that you write yourself, or any spells that you find that you perform. You want to make sure that you log down how that goes and what you did with the spell and what happened with the spell. All right. The fourth part is a dream journal. And the last part is a very important part, a meditation journal. Okay, so that way you can keep track of your meditations, you can keep track of any dreams, so that you can interpret those properly as to what they might mean. So that's just how we set up the class thing. We're going to do this a little bit different because it's not for like a class setting. This is just for your own personal use. Okay, guys, so this is kind of what we're looking at for your like base here. All right, and this first section here is literally just going to be for like your own personal use. Charts, correspondences, things that you learn, things that you find interesting, a little study into different paths and histories and stuff like that, and however you want to do things, okay? And then this little pocket folder is there for anything that you like print out or anything like that, so that way you can have that, you can hold on to that space, okay? Okay, we just had a little bit of an accident. A bunch of stuff fell, and we just realized that something wasn't right with this. And yeah, we had to make a few adjustments here. Okay, so this right here, this second part, is going to be like your spell log. Okay, and it's going to be wherever you write your spells, how you write how it happened. Okay, and this little divider here is taking place of this folder, because when I bought the folders, I realized that one of them that I grabbed did not have holes in it. So I tried to poke a hole in one, and that didn't go so well. All right, but you get the idea. All right. I'm going to leave my shortcomings on the camera for this. Okay, so we just kind of donated one of my middle folder pieces from my Book of Shadows for this, just so you can kind of see the divider. Okay, now this right here is going to be like your journal area. Okay, notice how it's like an entire ream of paper. Okay, because it's really good when you're first starting out to log as much as you possibly can and to keep a journal. So this whole back area here is a journal for you to work with, while this up here is all of your like practical witchcraft stuff. Okay, and like I said, you'll also have that other folder right here in front of your journal. This right here will be for you to be able to hold on to some stuff. If you write something down that pops into your head, or like a poem or whatever it is, that can come down here. Okay, these little front areas here, gonna hold on to some stuff in there, like, you know, maybe some printed out poems or something that you wrote that you want to keep fresh in your head, a spell you're working on. You can pull that out of the binder and put it up front, so that way you can keep yourself focused on what it is that you're doing. Alright, I use this in pans, and it looks like I missed a binder ring with this folder. Oh, goodness gracious. This is going well. This is going very, very well. So that's just kind of a basic idea, okay? Real simple, 3 sections, and the reason why there's only 3 sections to it is because one of those is a journal area, and then you have like your study area for all your charts and all that stuff, so that you can go back and revert back to things, so that you can do your own study when writing your own spells, okay? And then you can add those into the spell section and then write about how they went. So the Book of Shadows itself, I can't stress this enough, okay? It is your personal book. I wouldn't let anybody read it. Some people even put like an anti-theft spell on their Book of Shadows, and if that's something that you're interested in checking out, let me know, and I will do a video on how to do like an anti-theft spell. Okay, so anybody that steals your stuff will really pay for it until they return it. It is yeah. So basically what you're looking at, I mean, you can dial it up however you want. You can dial it up however you want. This is how I would set mine up. This is how mine is set up now. Okay? And I do use it quite often. I still, to this day, after about 20 years of practice in witchcraft, I still use my Book of Shadows very, very, very frequently. So it's also really good to have those things to look back on. Okay? So over time, you may have to upgrade binders, or get a new binder, or get a whole other book, or it might just get really large and you might have to redo everything, or you might have to like file one away and start another one. Depends on really how you want to do it, but over time, through practice, you are going to be adding more paper to it. You're going to be adding more spells, more this, more that, more this, more that, and you're always going to have that to look back on, to reflect on, and say you need a spell. Wait a minute, you know what? I think like 2 or 3 years ago I did something. Let me go back into my BOS real quick. Bam, you got it. You know, so it's definitely a beautiful thing to have, and it's a beautiful thing to maintain, but it is up to you, and there is a certain level of discipline that is required to maintaining a Book of Shadows, okay? It's not easy. So what I'm going to do with this particular Book of Shadows here that I'm putting together, okay, which I am going to make some obvious modifications to, like get a proper folder in there for it. I'm thinking maybe I'll put like a Wheel of the Year picture up front, or something cool, something cute up there. And another thing that I'm going to do is I am actually going to give this to you, Amy, okay? I know you're watching this, and I did this video for you, and you were the one that gave me the idea. So I know you're on temporary duty right now, so when you come back to the area, please, by all means, reach out to me and we can get together and I can give you this particular book of shadows that I've made. I am going to naturally doll it up for you a little bit. I'm also going to throw some charts in there and stuff for like color correspondences, herb correspondences, and you know, just like different uses for different things, and just kind of give you like a little extra jump in your path so you have some reference points. Okay, that is something that I want to do as a thank you for you to give me the idea for the video. All right, so be sure to reach out as soon as you can, and we can make sure that we get that to you, okay? All right, guys, so the next video is most likely going to be the Pagan rap song that I have been talking about for a while now. We are almost finished it, and I just got to record it and do some tightening up to the actual song. I still can't believe I actually did it, but here we are, and yeah, it's definitely coming. I have more ideas coming down the way. I also have another request video that I'm going to be doing over the next week or two, okay? And I really just want to thank you guys for your input and for reaching out. I can't express it enough. We are very, very excited that people are enjoying the videos and reaching out. So please keep that up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and, you know, hit that subscribe button and join the conversation, you know. Let us know what your thoughts are. How do you set up a book of shadows? All of that stuff. Because when it comes down to it, we're all doing our path the way we do our paths. Okay, this is just how I set up a book of shadows. I'm sure there are a million different ways that other people do it. So I'm looking forward to hearing some of those as well. Okay, so until next time, guys, I'm Cloud with Moon Willow Magic. Bright blessings and blessed be.